Okay, sure. RadioDR.co.za.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm Nushi B,
And I'm Dineo,
and this is Wineo'clock.
on www.radiodr.co.za.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Wineo'clock. I'm Nushi B,
And I'm Dineo Mkobong
and like I said, this is Wineo'clock.
on www.radiodr.co.za.
I love your facial expression.
Because you're always saying weird things before we start recording. So I'm trying like not to laugh, but it's just like, God damn, Nushi, really?
If you want to laugh, bro.
Nothing.
Have you actually heard like the jingle to the beginning of our show?
I have.
And it's just me being reckless.
It's just weird all the time. And every time you're like, oh, I start, right? Like, no, Nushi, you don't start. It's fine.
I'm so sorry. Hi guys, welcome back. Sorry about last week. Life happens, shit happens, but we're
Yeah.
back.
Yes, we're back.
So our topic today would be boundaries and breaking generational curses, or not necessarily breaking them, just
Generational curses.
and being aware of them, really, isn't it?
Acknowledging, hoping that we change them because, wow, fam.
In the words of someone, if you know better, you do better.
That's the hope.
That is
That really is the hope.
we
So,
can only hope.
you want to kick us off?
No, I'll let you do it this time.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Oh my God, we're breaking.
No.
Boundaries.
Today's opposite day. Go.
Okay, so let's start with, I guess, boundaries.
Ma'am, go.
Okay, ma'am. So yeah, listen, boundaries can go from anything with someone standing too close and breathing on your neck in a grocery line.
I don't have apartheid secrets, sir.
Like, relax. And then, like, I will always try to maneuver and then I stand, like, adjacent to you. And then I spread my legs a bit and then I move slowly. But no, some people will just
I'm
be
the
on
weirdo
your
between
neck.
us, Dineo. Dineo, I'm the weird person.
Dude, have you ever felt a stranger's breath on your neck?
No, because I never let it get that far.
But, like, you're like, oh, King Kong. I was just like, this
no,
is
I
so
just
awkward.
genuinely like my space because, like, why are you standing so close to me?
Yes, that's
You
why I do
being
the weird
on
thing.
top of
and I'm
me
like,
won't let you get to where we're trying to go.
right, any
Quicker.
quicker.
Like,
We're
relax.
still gonna get there in the
So
same order
I
of
turn
people.
and my face talks, and I'm like, shut.
No, I do the weird thing first. I kind of just leave my back leg or put my
You
handbag
make
on
yourself
that side.
actively uncomfortable.
And then it's just like, if I catch eye contact, I'm just like, blink twice. Then if they don't get it, and then it's like the adjacent. I'm actually doing the movements right now. I could
You
see
look
myself
like
in the situation. And then I've got like a blade thing going. Just
Oh my god!
present as bigger than you are so that I have
You look like a spider.
point elbows.
No, but
Shake
like at
it
the
all around.
boundaries, at the boundaries.
No,
Come
look,
back.
I felt like let's start with the light one, you know? Just, oh my God. But yeah, and more heavy hitting stuff. Also, stop standing too close to people in a line. It's weird.
Don't do that.
It is. Also at the club, I feel like guys nurse their erections if they're standing in lines in a drinky place. As like rapey, because that one was kind of funny because it's weird and it's like, but you're still too close. But in a drinky
You
place,
thought it was? Oh, okay.
no, the other one
a
like in
store.
like at ShopRite, it's usually just
okay. Like
it's
I was like,
weird. Get away
pause,
from me.
what?
But usually, like in a club or at the bar or whatever, and you have this person's penis on your bum. My nigga, stop nursing your erection. Just step the fuck back. See, then in that situation, I don't do the weird thing because it's It's not just you being weird and not having personal space.
No, but
It's just, like,
in that
creepy.
instance, you can't be passive about
No,
that shit. That's
you
when you go
just
from 0 to 100.
really
Now it's not facial expressions. It's
It's-
words and arms.
It's every elbows, like
no.
motherfucker.
I still know I'm a woman and I will not fight. a
No,
man.
but like I'm not
But-
hitting you. I'm just move back,
can't
Felicia. Just move
But
back.
then it goes back to like our episode, like number 1, number 2,
Yeah.
2 really, where it's always good to know your bounces. It's always good to know the people in
Always good to
because
know.
you're like, whoa, oh, okay, so in your head this was okay, and now you feel some type of way because
When
I
it's-
feel
yeah.
violated. Let me handle the situation real quick.
Let me get the big guys to handle upon you.
And the situation sorted.
Jay, I'm
Hopefully.
comfortable. You're no longer in the situation. And like for some reason, they respected coming from another man.
Men respect other men.
And that is very true.
Okay, funny story. So our usual producer's not here, but we have a stand-in producer, and said stand-in producer wants to interject. Please note.
Yeah, he was sighing the whole time.
Sunburn.
Would you like to introduce yourself, sir?
No.
Yourself,
No need.
sir.
No need. No
Okay, I'll
need.
expose you.
I'll
His name
just
is
be that
Slu.
voice.
His name
No,
is Slu. This is not Big Brother.
Voice of reason.
Yeah.
This is not Big Brother.
Of reason? Okay.
Imagine.
Come
No,
ahead.
I'm
Come
joking.
with
No,
the reason.
No. Okay, so my thoughts are like I get the
Boundaries.
boundaries thing, and
Mm-hmm.
I can see your your side.
Yes.
You know, like the butt side.
Yeah.
Just to have like a penis on my butt. Like I also wouldn't want a penis on my butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I can say that's maybe like that's like your experience as females, you know. It's like it's tricky because like, you know, like the whole scene in the sense it's like it's almost like the underworld, you know. So wait,
Sir,
wait,
sir.
no, wait.
Let
no,
him
wait,
clarify
wait.
underworld.
Wait. Like I'm saying in the underworld, so it's like so many good things and so many bad things can happen in the underworld. You know, it's like it's so not structured. So
Do you know
for
what I'm
instance,
thinking
so
of?
for
You know
instance,
those-
wait.
Those vampire movies.
Yeah.
And then it
No,
goes
exactly
down into
what
the
I'm
street
thinking.
black market.
Werewolves, vampires,
Vampires.
hybrids.
Exactly, because it's like because you leave your house, you're saying you're going out to chill with your girls and have a good time. Oh
Yeah.
my fuck.
100%.
And then what? Step into a club, underworld, all of a sudden, there's penis on your back. Okay, it's the animal that you're dealing with, you know. Some people are smooth, some people are primal, you know. Shit. It is what it is. What I would suggest is maybe we have a ladies' line at the bar and then a men's line at the bar.
Wow.
Why can't men just leave their homes knowing
No,
don't
but
touch other
that- no,
children?
but-
Keep your hands
But
to
you
yourself.
see, but the idea is like you sort of want to change how other people behave with what you think. You going through it, right? The only thing we can do is say, it's okay, I understand what you're going through. I might not do that, but
Yeah.
there's definitely going to be other dudes who do that.
do,
And there's
yeah.
other dudes who do that and it works for them. Yeah, but
Alright, so
but
separate
so,
lines
So
for the
separate lines
sexes.
would be like, okay, sharp, it's slow and less, finish this.
Ooh, but do you think the line with the niggers would get served slower than the line with the clubbing girls?
It depends who's paying. Money is money. Who's
No,
talking
but
about the
I
money?
generally find bartenders will kind of serve the ladies first.
But
No,
that's
it
up to
depends
operations
on the sex
then.
of the bartender too, or which
Yeah,
way they
well,
swing.
most bartenders are
It's-
barmen.
No, it's generally just their sexual preference, or if
Mm.
they find you attractive as a person. That's, or if they know you.
Like most
Oh,
things.
I usually get served quicker at the line.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that like my life isn't. But
Yeah,
it's
no
just,
doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
like,
But
hi.
that would be like
What's up?
that if operations wants to look into that, it's in
Mm.
the best interest, you know, fuck it, you know. But if your penis and your vagina is choosing who you want to serve, okay, then
Okay.
let it be them. make it even in the bartending thing, just like fuck.
Which way do you swing? No. We're not judging you. You will not get hired. It's just where to place you.
So you are naturally doing the right
So
thing.
you're doing the things.
I just
This
want
is
to
a
get served.
productivity thing.
Exactly.
Actually, I
That's my
really hope
point.
that was not offensive to anyone.
But it is a double-edged sword because we're just like, oh, because we're women, we're treated a certain way. But also, I like it when I get served first
Yeah,
because
of
I'm
course,
a
like
female.
there are benefits to the patriarchy as P.
Yes. There are benefits to the patriarchy, but the negatives are worse.
That is very no.
especially
Slu,
when
we're
it-
not asking for your inputs.
Especially when it affects my paycheck. Can we all get paid the
No,
same
wait.
to do the
We
same
need
job?
to go back. Boundaries. This is not boundaries.
No, but like we had to finish
This is
where
not
we
boundaries.
rolled off to. Yes, Nushi, bring us back.
I have. Okay, different kind of boundaries. And this actually just goes into like the title and shit, right? So, you know how like I should hope.
We're hoping
No,
with
my
you, girl.
thoughts like kind of just yeah. We have families.
Yes.
Sometimes we live with our families. Sometimes we live outside of home, but still in the same cities as our families.
Yeah.
So our families still have that inverted commas access to us, right? And growing up, we're always told respect your elders. You don't tell elders they're wrong. You never call elders out on their shit. You never tell an elder that they're lying. You kind of just, excuse me, until you're a child. Until like
Yeah.
they pick and choose which conversations you can contribute to.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, if your mother, your aunt, your father, your uncle, whoever, your older cousin, it doesn't really matter what their family title or family link is to you, or your mother's friend, really. They don't really need to be blood related to you. But we were always taught to respect those people and never call them out on their shit.
Yeah.
Until you get older and you get to a point where you're like, actually, I don't need this shit.
And
I-
I'm grown.
I'm grown. Like, I don't need to take your insults. I don't need to take your comments on, oh my God, you're still not married? No, bitch, I'm not.
You still don't have kids?
What am I going to do with the kid? Who do I give it to when I'm
Oh
bored?
my, you're so fat.
Food isn't nice.
Oh no, you've lost weight. Why are you so skinny? Cause I got problems, bitch. I was fat last week, and you were like, I'm too fat. I lose weight now. I'm too skinny.
No, now you're sick.
I'm sick. Yes,
You're sick.
I've got problems.
That it doesn't go any way.
Oh no.
And-
my favorite one. This one is the kicker. I came back from Mozambique. Look, the sun shines differently in Mozambique. Tiwa, how was wamnyama? The fuck?
Okay.
I am a black person, last I checked. And it was a whole thing, and there was a concern. Was wamnyama?
Did you catch something in Mozambique?
The way the sun works is if you
So you
take in a
caught
lot of
something
it.
from this?
Your skin tone does change and get a bit darker, but
So you got sick from
but,
the sun, is the assumption here.
I was just on vacation, y'all.
But yeah, like it's all that shit where you just like, back the fuck up. Like,
Yeah.
back the fuck up. Like, okay, like moving out of home, right, has been very freeing and also very isolating in different ways, right? With me not living at home, like I became the rule maker in my house because I pay the bills in this house.
Pay all the bills.
So, like, the kind of things I've done, or the kind of, or now, like where I live now, like, I don't have just everybody knowing where I live. I don't just have people that I actually know and I've known for many years in my space, because I'm just like, I don't want that energy. Like, even like when you and me had a falling out, and I just didn't want to address it in my home because I was like, I don't want to have that energy in my home, because that was like a boundary for me. That's become my boundary where I'm like, This is the space where I protect my peace. I not rejuvenate, but refresh. Like,
I relax.
I relax. So like even like I'll be talking to my sister on the phone and we'll get into an argument and I'm like, actually no.
I'm in my house.
I'm in
Leave
my
me alone.
house. I don't actually have to do this right now.
Yeah,
and that's just like one of my many boundaries. And my sister finds that so strange where she's like, yeah, but you know, people are scared to even come stay at your house. And I'm like, that's a good thing.
Because I don't want people
I
in
don't
my
want
house.
people in my space. You're in my space because I allow you to be in my space.
Yeah.
You're not in my space because
we happen to be related and share relatives.
no, I don't understand that. And in some ways, like, it sounds very cruel, very cold, but it's just like, I don't need mess. And I'm not saying my family's mess, but
I feel like everyone's family is a bit messy. Yeah, it's a family thing.
Be perfect outside.
Yeah, it's a family
But
thing.
like-
we look, we don't get along all the time. Because I was saying, can you? It was one of those. I forgot. A friend of mine was telling me, but can you love someone and not like them? I'm like, yes,
you really
I love
can.
my family. I don't necessarily like them
yeah.
all the time. But I love you.
But I love you.
But I don't
because-
like you right
know?
now. Or for a month, sometimes 2 months. I don't like you. And then the love will kind of creep back in.
And
then
we'll
the
find,
like will
an
creep
inside
back
joke,
in.
and then it's our joke.
Yeah, and then, But like, I don't necessarily have to like you to love you, especially in family.
Is it? Yeah.
Because we don't have a choice. Like with friends, you can filter them out, let them go. Oh, I used to know her. Oh, she used to be my bestie. Bye, bitch.
Yeah.
But with family, we're kind of stuck.
No.
No, we're
No.
more stuck with family than
No.
I find we're really kind of more stuck.
That's what my sister finds very cold about me, that I'm just like, no, I don't feel like it. Shut down. And I don't deal with it. That's like my boundary. I'm like, this is what has happened. This is why we're here. I refuse to deal with you as a person. I refuse to acknowledge you as a person.
So what do you do at like funerals and stuff?
Oh, you say Sanmonani and you kind of don't acknowledge?
Okay, look, it happens. I've been through that.
Or you greet. Like, you're civil. You're a person. Like, you're not going to be like, rah, 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 or blatantly be cruel to this person. But you don't have to give them your time. You don't have to give them your energy. You don't have to.
Yeah, families are weird.
Life is weird, isn't it? But it's a boundary.
Yeah.
If it's about protecting your peace, that's your boundary.
No, most definitely. And we go through, like, especially when we're older.
What do you want to say, Slu?
And then
What?
everyone, no, Slu doesn't get an opinion yet. I'm still processing the underworld.
Look, we had vampire and werewolf.
And the
hybrids.
lichens.
And
I've got the whole movie, and it's called Underworld.
Yes!
Right?
That
They
is
have a-
literally the movie's
As if
name.
they have a hybrid daughter or something.
Yes! With the
Right?
feuding wolf people.
Yes! Yes!
I actually
Like-
think I saw that movie like early this year or last
Like,
year.
it's such an
sometime.
epic movie.
Recently
I love
enough.
it. It's like a trilogy. I think there's like 3 of them. Yeah, it is.
But it's like that other... No, I'm going off topic.
Yeah. So, okay, back to family and the whole imposition. It's weird now that we're like getting a bit older. I have older brothers,
Yeah.
and they've always played the role of, oh, don't talk to my sister. Don't,
Yeah.
When we were younger, sure, great. Also, early 20s, my brother was like, you better not be talking to a man, or you better not be, and very much that attitude.
Yeah.
And roll eyes, but not the brother that I come right behind. We've always been super close and we'll talk about stuff. But the older ones, they're just like,
Yeah,
oh
'cause
no,
he's
oh
the
no,
older
oh no, this doesn't happen. And he puts his head in the sand. But recently, the conversations have kind of been changing, because now you're like, in your late 20s, nah, fam, go get married. Why don't you have a boyfriend? And you're like, my
Sorry?
nigga, excuse you? You've been the gatekeeper of this. Now you're like, no, fam, shouldn't you be getting married and having kids? Now he's concerned. I'm like, oh,
Maybe
the
I don't like boys.
patriarchy.
Now what now?
Yes, so there was a theory that I was lesbian for a while
Oh, I remember
at
that.
home. Yeah, everybody kind of had a little discussion. No, she must feel comfortable to tell us that she
At least
likes
your
women.
family wanted
And I'm
you to
like,
come out.
Y'all need to
They
mind your own
encouraged you
business.
to come out.
But also mind your business. I'm not dating because I don't want to date, not because, of anything
What's slow?
different. Yeah, what's slow?
You may speak. We're here now.
Yeah.
Apela how okay.
Ngiyadlala.
So much violence. So I wanted to ask, so is it hard to find a man?
No.
So then why aren't you dating?
Because I choose not to be. Because, look, the older you get, the more discerning you are. Njengoba Nushi was saying, she will allow certain energies in your space. So unlike when I was dating today, dating because he's hot. Oh, he's got a beard. Yay. Oh, he's got a six-pack. Come. We used to have those, ooh, he looks like XY. Yeah, and you date when you're younger. So now it's more, okay, do you have certain qualities that I will be attracted to longer than the 3 months, the initial 3 months? Are you, look, if we're talking and you're not, I'm not saying be rich, but you have a plan of financial stability like a grown-ass person should.
I get.
Yes,
Yeah.
check. It's not, you're
So
tall, you're this,
but
you're
you're
that.
having those options.
Yeah.
You do have those options.
Yeah, you do. Like, I Gabi, but I feel like I get hit on at least 5 times a day. Whether it be serious with good intention or just guys being guys.
Okay.
So you sit there and you're discerning, you're just like, okay, no, not you. Oh, I heard you were married. Oh, no. I heard you hit a girl. Oh, no. And then
Sure.
it's just choosing, because at this point, my friend circle has gotten smaller. People I allow in my space have gotten smaller because now I'm protecting my mental health.
Yeah.
I've got so much going on in terms of family, this, that, responsibilities,
Gotcha.
trying to get a house, trying to get a bigger car, whatever it
Gotcha.
is you're like, let me
Yeah, I only
see.
ask because I guess it's like a new social experiment, in terms of like where we are in society, just opportunities and whatnot. So like the dating game has changed and whatnot.
Yeah.
I won't say it has changed, but it's sort of evolved. But I still feel like it's like the bases are the same, because like if you think of the past, like if you saw like men were earning money or whatever the case is, a guy whether is a CEO or whatever can date a maid and like
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there's not any, but with the female, even a female CEO still wants somebody who's higher than her in order to
Not in all cases.
because you still want because you wouldn't date somebody, you want a bare minimum, you date somebody that's on your level, but like she said, at least you have to have the potential of
I
of
want to
growing.
agree 100%
Of
with
growing.
you personally. You know why? Not because I'm after someone who necessarily earns more than me or can provide anything. It's very much with my experience. The moment you are more successful, ambitious, go-getter, this, than your partner who's a male, it's like you're emasculating. But it's not. I'm not saying I don't like I like cooking for my friends. Cooking is my love language. Family, friends, boyfriends, anything. That's what I do. But if I become super busy at work and we're both leaving the house at 8, coming back at 5, we need to split household chores, which means I cook, you cook. We both wash dishes. We both clean up after ourselves. We both do laundry and. But with a lot of South African men, they still the patriarchy is still there. No, my girl has to cook. No, I'm at a braai. She has to dish up for me. And those things are not necessarily wrong. but it comes when the division of labor is skewed because now, and then it happens in marriage, because I saw how my parents kind of worked out. They'd both leave the house in the morning, come back in the afternoon, but my mom would have to pick us up from sports, come back, cook, and make sure everyone has eaten or is eating, make sure that the dishes, that's another job, that's an unpaid second job that she has to come back and do. And then until maybe 9, she gets everyone in bed, uniforms, this. Then my dad's shirt has to be ironed in the morning. But both of them are waking up and have to be at work at the same time. She has to, maybe my dad will drop us off. Hooray for leaving us on the way. But there was so much more. And then, I hate to say it because it just made my parents an example. You close the door, the kids are sleeping, that job is done. There's a third job you're clocking into. Because now this man wants sex. But you're so tired from work, from working on the actual family unit, making sure the kids have done everything they needed to do and are prepared. And then you go in, and you still gotta put it down and be excited. No.
But
This
did
is
you
my
see
third
that video
job.
Cardi B had like a couple of weeks ago where she was like, oh my God, I'm so tired. And this nigga still wants head. And it's like on her story. And she's like having this whole conversation and like they're talking and he's like, well, get off the phone. Like, let's do this. And she's like, I'm so tired.
And
you
just
can see
breastfed.
her face. You can
Right?
see her face. Like she's exhausted.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, I gotta get off.
So, but
So-
back to, sorry,
okay,
just
no,
back to
it's- it
when
all
you,
ties into-
it ties into gender roles, especially in heterosexual relationships, haven't changed much. I'm still, as a female, doing more of the household chores. So I would rather you earn more.
Oh,
I would rather you have a higher position so that you're getting all the recognition that you need and validation from work and salary and what. Because the moment I say, can we be equals domestically, men always assume, no, it's because you earn more or you've got a better position
so
at
you
work.
wouldn't want to be equals domestically, even with your partner that earns
I would
higher?
love to, but honestly, I'm a pessimist in thinking that, look, if I find something like that, that would be great. That would be amazing. But I highly doubt.
So why would you only
will.
why would you only impose that in the relationship where you are 50-50? Well, where he's on your same level. Like, why would you impose it there and then not impose it in the other one?
No, I've said it's not me imposing it.
No, I'm just saying in terms of like, because you want it to be a feature in the lower relationship, nah. So sharp. Why? So then why does it have to be a feature there and not a feature in the higher one?
The point is, because you have a better position at work and you're earning more, your masculinity is already intact. There's nothing I could do to jeopardize it. Because it's like, oh, my girl's just being crazy. Oh, my girl's wilding out. The moment I earn more than you and am more successful than you, whether I come home, do things for the kids, hold it down in the bedroom, everything. It's a male ego thing. It's a toxic masculinity thing. Where you always feel.
So if I earn more, you'll give me the leeway to do.
No,
less
there's no
around.
leeway. The whole point is that it's in your head as a male, toxic masculinity.
That's a characteristic can't be toxic.
Yes, it can.
It can't be toxic.
A characteristic can most definitely be toxic.
No, it can't be toxic. A characteristic a characteristic changes depending on like the context. So you can't say a characteristic is toxic.
Yes, if your characteristic is to be angry and mad all the time, that's toxic.
No.
But it's part of your character.
No, that's not toxic. It's just it's just in this situation, I'm angry or whatever the case is. But in another situation, like, it could work to my benefit.
Nushi, side-eyeing in the side here. Can a characteristic be toxic?
Oh, wait, now I'm part of this conversation?
You've been rolling eyes.
No, I've actually just zoned out of y'all's conversation. Because you guys kind of had
Me,
a
I just
conversation
can't
that we
fundamentally understand why you would impose in the 50-50 relationship where you want him to do chores
point is
around.
the relationship is
Wait.
never
Like, I understand that. But you still want to impose a 50-50 thing based on the fact that he earns the same as you, whereas if he earned higher than you,
I'm still
wouldn't-
saying I want to impose the 50-50.
But you said you'd give him the
but
leeway, like
no,
it
no,
would
no,
be
no.
fine.
I said the 50-50 works because you're being held for being a CEO and earning more than your, so your ego is still intact. I said the moment I, as a female, earn more than you and I impose 50-50, you think it's because Ngiti saying go breadwinner, saying go head of the household.
Yeah,
That's
then
how
you should
males.
but then you should impose it throughout.
But I am imposing it. It's the guy who changes once a female earns more than him. He thinks that you're doing it because you earn more than him, not because 50-50 is the point of it all.
No, I think that's
She's
your
not
interpretation.
No, it's a fact.
I think that's your interpretation.
It's a fact.
I think as men and females, we don't necessarily voice or clearly say how we want to be treated, because it's like,
Or you could tell a person and they still wouldn't do it.
Jay, because we know it. And that's the excuse. That's the line. I'm the man, I'm the head, I'm the
I was not
boss.
going to go with that line. I was just saying.
Jay,
a person
me,
just
I've
won't
heard
do it
this
'cause
line.
they
I've
don't want to.
seen the line. I have 3 older brothers who will blatantly be, I will not date a girl more successful than me, because then they start acting like we should do everything 50-50 in the household. I'm like, yeah, but we should be. That's how we grew up. One washed the dishes, one cooked, one bagged. But for some reason, in a heterosexual relationship, men don't do 50-50 of the domestic chores. Worse, mawumtshela and you earn more than him, manekuthiwa usuphakeme. No, do your shit. Just do your shit.
It depends on the demographic of male. It does.
It does depend on the demographic of male. But I could tell you this. The majority of men do not like that 50-50 domestic shit. They don't.
The majority of women do not like the 50-50 sharing shit. They'll prefer a man provide for them.
That is why when I agreed, I said I agreed. When you first brought it up, I said I agree fully. Because one has to offset that, in my personal opinion. That is the only way it has been working for years. It kind of still works for years. But it is unfair. But I would rather not challenge and mess everything up over washing dishes. But if I could have it my way, Mawuti, I must take care of all the household things. Let me take care of all the household things and be amazing at it. Take care of all the salary things.
That's what I was saying.
But that's not how the world works.
That's why I was saying the social experiment is like it's funny, because it's like women have grown in status and whatnot, but in terms of the biological picking, it's still the same. So it's still wired the same, right? So it's like you moving status is higher from men in any, which is removing like your choosing pool in it, because automatically in it. But then it's lower. But then the higher you go, there's a fewer men in those positions, because the pyramid was never to say Guti all men were all powerful and great. It was to say Guti any. So it's like now you have a smaller thing to choose
Picking
from.
pools.
Yeah. And
Then
like that's
if it's
frustrating,
just-
and that's the frustration.
It is
That's the
frustrating to be a
frustration.
successful woman, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the frustration.
It's so hard.
You know,
because like you said,
There's still
the
something
picking
wrong with the
pool-
world.
With the picking pool for men, they can be the CEO and still marry a maid or
Because
an
we're not
unemployed
picky.
woman.
Yeah.
The picking pool. But it's also
That
it's a
is
lot.
it. Men
It's a-
never are.
Yeah, what we want is like we don't want anything from a female. It's not like we look at a female and we say, "Oh, I want her to do this, to do this." to
Yeah,
do this."
but you want her to
we
look
want,
a
we want
certain
to,
way.
No, when we see a female, like we want to smash. If anything comes out on top of that, okay, it'll evolve into
But
that.
she has to look a certain
But off
way.
the that's
Of
fine.
course.
At the very no, that's fine.
Picking
and even
pool.
but even yeah, but even like
But you'll still smash an ugly
But even
broad.
females pick. That's my
In secret.
exact. That's
Not
my.
even in secret.
And that is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's our choice. You know, it's fine. Like you know, so in terms of there'll always be sort of like options for guys because there's always be like that biological sort of like setup in terms of like how Silo said, Uguti, majority of females will want to have a guy to provide for them and whatever. So that's set, and not everyone will be in the higher status in the nonchalant and going through the same problems in. So there's somebody for everybody. It's just funny because it's like the only thing that's really changed is that females have had power. Like, no, I'm just saying in terms of like growth. No, like in terms of the work, like that's the only thing that's really changed.
Yeah.
And
Look,
then there's
it is
still
much
something
better,
wrong.
I guess, to be a female
You know?
in 2019 than
Yeah,
it was
no.
in 1919. You
Yeah.
have more opportunities.
Like
Stuff
especially
like
if you don't
that.
see the reference, like if you can't reference the frustration or like understand maybe
Yeah.
the change, then it's like, oh my God, what's wrong with the world? And it's like, nah.
Yeah. Me, I always thought it was unfair. I think at first, it was just like, just finished university and I was living on my own and I was finally doing everything on my own. So I have to do laundry. I have to make sure the house is clean. I can't afford usisi. So da-da-da. And I come home from work. I'm tired. Maybe I've got some work to finish. And I'm like, I think I was 21 and I was
Yeah.
like, how did my mom do this for everyone every
how?
day and on weekends and kind of still
Then you still
say,
have to
hey
fi-
guys, I love you. No, I hate all of
and
you.
you still have to figure out like the dating game and finding that right mate because it's
Oh
also
my
like
God.
it's all has to be happening at the same time, eh?
Oh my
Because it's like
It's
so
a
much, it's so-
lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with. But like I find a lot of people do, even with males, and this is opinion, I don't know, but it's my observation. Even with males, they're more discerning with people they date now. Because guys, Gabby's, I don't know, I'm saying it's an opinion, it may be true or not. But life is expensive. People actually want partners to help them out as well financially because we don't earn, especially as millennials, we don't earn nearly enough to live, to buy a house, to have this, to just have the basics. Salaries have not caught up with the price of living. And you need a partner who's there as well, a partner who's there contributing, participating, because this whole I'm the working man and you need to stay home and have a gazillion babies is not plausible at all for anyone.
No, thoroughly agreed. No, it's tricky. That's why I'm saying it's interesting times.
These are very interesting
Interesting times.
But yes, discern, have your boundaries, and
'Cause,
don't
you
let
know,
people bullying you.
External interesting times change and then internal home times change too, you know.
Oh my God.
So it's just okay, I'm out.
Siyakumuta.
Pleasure. Oh my
Siyamuta
god.
uFlo.
Oh my god.
We've completely gone off topic, but it was fine. The podcast always goes a bit awry. You know, she's on Instagram.
No,
or
I'm not.
Twitter.
I'm actually like cleaning out my pictures.
She's cleaning out her pictures.
That is what I'm doing.
But yeah, you could go back to there's so many things we discussed earlier, especially within the family and addressing an adult who is rude or expectant and ungrateful most of the time. Because guys, yeah, I don't know, and people always assume that you earn so much money that it's okay for them to impose and say, ooh, when you were in school, I borrowed your mom's school fees money when she couldn't
That had
afford to
nothing to do
pay.
with me.
Thank you. I'm sure mom thanked you.
That has nothing to do with
I
me.
was a child, but thank you. Look, if I can help and I want to help, I will. But
Again,
don't
it has
blackmail
nothing
me
to do with me.
into doing things that you think I should be doing. That's just rude. And to call out, umtomdala, you I. That's a whole nother thing because you're a rude, belligerent child.
Class.
And they'll
What's the
have
word?
a prayer session for you.
They pray out the root.
Yeah, you
They
pray
pray
out
everything
everything.
out?
You pray out the hoe. You pray out the root. You pray it all out. You pray out the deadbeat.
They don't do that.
You pray it out. What? Girl, I come from a religious family. You pray it all out. Leave it all to God.
I don't understand that shit, bro. I actually had to have a conversation with an adult last year, and it's made our relationship very sour because they were like, "Oh, pray depression away," and I was like, "Are you fucking
it's a
kidding me?"
mental
As an
illness.
adult, how is that your advice? What's it? You can pray it out. I said, "No, that's not how it works."
Pray out the gay. You pray it all out.
I had to explain to an adult, a grown adult, a professional adult, that when people are depressed, you actually seek medical help. Not that prayer isn't helpful. I'm just saying it's not the end all and be
That's not where
all.
we leave it. We can totally go further and get medications, but it is what it is. Yeah, and I've discovered that a lot of adults are like bald-faced liars, like they're liars, and let's reference with things like kumbulekaya and
Oh wow.
utatako. Like this innocent looking magogo who goes to church wearing the uniform.
Mate.
If she says this is your father, this is your father, then you do a DNA test and it's not your father. Then she presents a second option and it's still not your father. Then she says, "Ha, Ngazuba." What? I was like, I grew up in Hoa's life phase, but not like that.
For legal, that's a real story now.
It's a real story. I swear, it's a real story. It's a whole, and I'm like, loko kukogi uniform esontweni. Uyi matriarch. Uti. Ha ngazubani. I was like, no, man. You've gone through two men. You weren't the father.
I see that shit on paternity
And-
all the time.
And you still confused? Come on, give us a third father.
A possibility, a champion.
Ha, a champion. You'll be like,
A
oh yeah, I was
champion.
mistaken. No, uti ha, ngazubani. Ah, yo. And that very same person has been keeping the secret for a gazillion years
Yeah.
and
you're like
letting
30
another
now.
man raise you.
Dude, I've actually seen an episode, right?
Yo.
Oh my god, it was so fucked up. Oh my god, it was so fucked up. Same situation, right?
Adults are liars.
And she's a
guys.
prophetess or something
Oh,
now.
good Lord.
And both families, it's negative and negative. Like I think like the one guy had died, so they used like
Oh,
his-
the sister or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
and then the other guy 9-9, and neither of them were the fathers. And this whole time she kept saying, no, I lie. One of them was the father, the other one was not. And the whole time she kept saying, no, me and Sban never smashed.
Yeah.
We were just mates. All we ever
Yeah.
did was chat. But this is the nigga I was smashing. And everyone was convinced it's this nigga's kid. Kanti, no.
It's the
This
mates.
nigga she was inverted commas talking to is the baby daddy.
Wow, famo. Look,
And this
she
woman
got
was like,
pregnant
"Look."
through the talking.
Me, I'm from the church. The church will look after
I remember
me.
that
Like, "Child,"
episode.
and you're like, ma'am.
I'm a God-fearing woman.
Ma'am.
No, mommy, use a how.
Ma'am. Your kid is 30 and is just trying to get
Adalaya.
answers.
Like, just tell the truth. It's over. Okay, my mom used to be a hoe. Great.
That's it.
That's all that changes.
But never mind.
Like, that's all that
That's going to be
changes.
offensive.
But, like, I don't know. Like, I hear all these stories from, like, these older women. And I'm like,
What
no.
older woman? Who do you hang out with?
I hang out with a lot of old people.
Oh, no.
I do actually hang out with old people, and they
Sometimes
are
their
liars.
wisdom is
They are
fire,
keeping the deepest, darkest secrets, and you're like, How do you lie to everyone's face for like 30, 40 years?
You're the outlet. You can't keep it inside. You go and tell a stranger.
Ha, ha, ha. No, people just keep it in. People keep, but like in
You know,
most
it's easier to
families,
tell a
there's always that
stranger.
one drunk aunt or drunk uncle who kind of tells the stories, and then it's like, oh, don't believe him, he's Dawa. Auntie, they're actually telling the truth. And it's all the time.
I
All
don't
the
have one of
time.
those, but yes.
Right? That's because the one guy
Yes.
that no one takes seriously while you're growing up. But the older you get, you're like,
You start listening to these stories.
no, y'all are the crazy liars. This guy's been saying this. And they always have the family secrets. It's like hilarious. It's just
But
like, no.
why is it? They always the treasure chest of secrets.
Yeah, because the other liars are protecting each other. And this one, because he's been written off as the
Game of
drunk
Thrones.
uncle, yeah. And he's umalomo dlupholonwe ngane. He doesn't care. Tells everybody's stories. Because y'all don't take him seriously anyway. Fine. I'm going to sing like a canary. Do, re, mi.
Mic check 1 2 1.
Dude, I
And they're
can't
always
believe,
like,
can't believe you don't have an
neighborhood
uncle or aunt
courts
like
with
that
the
in your
alcohol.
family. It's always.
I don't have one of those. Like
Oh my
actually,
God,
like
fam. You deserve one of those.
I?
They're hilarious. They're the best people. They're hilarious.
I think I have like a drunken cousin, but that doesn't make them my uncle.
No, but like they'll grow into the drunk uncle for
No,
someone.
but they don't have the tea. I have the tea. So does my cousin Baby, but she's now in New Zealand. I don't know if people know.
Oh, that sucks.
That's where we get the tea from her mom.
Maybe you'll be the drunk aunt.
No, can't be involved. No.
Yes, it's like if everyone around you isn't the crazy one, look in the mirror because it's you.
Because I'm the treasure chest
Mm.
and I'm on Wineo'clock.
Yeah. So look.
The wines.
Kuseduze mhlawumbe. You need to find someone to play that role, otherwise it's you. You'd be more sophisticated, but it's
No,
you.
but like, or break the generational curse and no one is that person.
There has to be.
No.
Fam,
There's
how
no
can they not?
need.
How then are your family gatherings interesting? I don't know what y'all do.
Oh no, we just talk shit.
With no truth? Well, background underlying your granny was a how type of thing.
No, none of that.
Oh, we have that. It's fun.
None of that.
So much fun. It's nice.
It's not
just like,
necessarily the granny being a hoe. It
Look,
might be
obviously
like
not
next
necessarily the
generation.
granny being a hoe, but it's just like, don't look at her now or don't look at him now. But and you're like, what? Oh, Ankele, ngikuphathele okuncanyana ngala. Acha, mshana mengabona wena ngizobona ngoba. Yes. Kind of sit there. You sit quick lapia. Listen. Then he's just like, yeah, da 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 da, boom, 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 and you're like, Shakara Gosp, you lie. Tell me some more. I love it.
No, I have a drunken cousin.
See,
And he's a pothead. Oh my god, he's great.
yeah.
He's great.
No. I love the. There has to
Oh my
be.
god, he's great.
There has to be. Who's telling, look, some of the people tell all the tea. In fact, you're not this person's kid. You're this person. What?
Oh, don't do this.
Say that again, sir.
That
Utatako, guys, sometimes. Yo, me, I've been in someone's family gathering. A friend of mine invited me. Ooh, it was a film of a movie. I was just like,
Are you gonna tell us more? Or
not
is
me, no, it is
too
not my
clear?
story to tell, but it was just like, your family's wilding out, girl. And she's just like, yeah, you know the gist of it. I'm just like, no, your family just outed somebody. Come through. She's like, yeah, he outed him in front of them. Now everybody's pissed off.
So, oh, you lived in a soapy.
No, other people's
You know
families
what?
are a
Actually, to be
movie.
fair, weird shit does happen to you. And you keep saying weird shit
It
doesn't happen to you
doesn't.
unless you're with me. You were not with me when that shit happened.
How? That was one occasion in like decades of life.
No. I'm convinced other weird shit does happen to you
Like
outside of me.
no weird. Look, weird shit happens to me when I'm with you, and when I'm with Nomqeli.
See? So I'm not the only weird.
No, all I'm just saying is
This is annoying.
awesome things don't happen when I'm around. Singular. But when I'm around other catalysts. Oh, what is that thing called where they look for water? What is it called? Sometimes it's a magnet, sometimes it's a stick.
No.
No, it's a something stick. What's it
That
called?
is when you can't.
Not catheter. Catheter's the pee thing. No, it's like wishbone
In my
shape
defense, I knew it was liquid
to find water.
to find pee.
Oh no.
No,
Our
a
original
catheter's a-
producer's back.
And he said catheter. I'm sorry for muting you, Slur, but like catheter, Zilo.
It's liquid.
No,
No.
it doesn't find water.
No. What is it
finds pee.
called?
I don't
And
know.
people
Google
used
it.
to-
The
and then it's like a
machine
thing,
that
and it's like
helps
wishbone
you
shaped
find
thing. I know what's it
A
called.
wishbone.
It
helps
helps
you
you
find
locate
water.
water.
Oh, I see that thing, but I don't know what
Yes.
it's called.
Right? I'm trying to find the name, and I'm like,
Your Wi-Fi's being weird.
I'm out my mind. But
Libaning.
yeah, well, he overwhelmed.
This is not a 10 meg light. A
A something rod. It's a something rod.
No, this thing's telling me machines.
Something rod.
Search for wishbone water device.
Looking water device / rod.
Wishbone looking.
It's a something rod, I think. But
device.
yeah. Also, why was I going with the water finding thing?
Girl, I don't know.
Oh, I was calling you that. You are that thing for weirdness.
Wow, mate.
You attract it.
Wow,
And then if I'm in the vicinity, I'm just like, this is fun. But a lot of
No,
the time.
it's telling me about Bone Thugs in the Harmony game.
You could have used a metal
my God,
detector
guys.
analogy. It would have been so much swifter.
Right? Now we're all just like, what is it?
I'm
What is
reading
it?
about Bone Thugs in
What
the
is
Harmony. I'm like, what?
But yeah, we'll find the
It
name.
says computer. No.
Oh my God. So yeah,
Boundaries, mate, boundaries.
new, yeah, weird
Gold
things.
Spring Pissery.
Like, but yeah, I love it when weird things happen.
Do you? Do you?
Yeah, it's nice to observe. It's nice to watch. It's like, okay, that went down. Cool. Ooh. So when I was buying wine for Wineo'clock today,
Yes.
back to boundaries and lines because we're there. So I'm in line, okay? Got my bottle, line. And this dude comes, puts his things in the on the counter to pay. There was another lady in front of me. So I'm like, look, I've learned that sometimes people put something there because they're going to fetch something else.
Yeah.
So I don't say anything. Then this man proceeds to stand there. I'm like, okay. So I'm waiting. And the security guy comes through. And he's like, there is a line, da 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 da. Please get behind these two ladies. And I felt myself saying, darn it, I had my line prepared for when he stepped up. I'm like, sir, do you want me to explain to you how lines work? And I'm like to the security guy, oh, you took away my moment. I was so ready for him. I was so ready to have an awkward encounter with a stranger. Create my own weirdness. And then someone was like, oh, I was waiting in
stole
line
your
and
shine,
this
mate.
girl. Right? I wanted to create weirdness.
Why would you want to create weird?
Well, it wasn't creating weirdness. It was
You were being
addressing.
confrontation.
Yes. It was addressing why, dude, you see me standing here trying to pay. Why would you think it's okay to cut the line? It's rude, Jay. But I feel like the security just took it. Like almost had like a yes, stuck it to the man. Therapeutic. Therapy is expensive. I go through
You get your-
therapy by confronting strangers who do weird things in public.
Oh no.
Ooh, when I was at the salon today, I tapped
Oh
into.
yeah, your corners are fire. Like I need to figure out my hair, dude. I can't
So I was
do
at the
this.
salon today, and there was this child screaming bloody murder, and I tapped into my ancestors. That's 999. I was like, my granny just came out.
What does
It's
that
basically, does this child not have a mother? Why is it screaming like
Oh
this?
wait, say it slower.
You say I 99.
What?
You kind of mesh I nanina yini into one word. I 99 because you're angry.
What?
Old ladies are usually angry when they say this because this child has been screaming. And it happened for like 7 to 10 minutes. This child is wiling out.
Is it throwing a tantrum? What's happening?
Nje, rolling, crying,
And the mother's not
screaming.
kuzering it.
Nje, it went on.
It's a movie.
Film.
Oh no, but like if the kid's getting its hair done, I understand.
No,
I
the
was-
kid was not having its hair done.
Oh no, I was
Jay,
the kid that
I
cried
think
when
it's a
my hair was
child
being
of
done.
one
I
of
was like,
the salon
fuck.
workers wanting
But
attention or
stop
something.
this.
So, and I couldn't even catch it before it came out. I was like, I 99.
Oh no.
This one lady was just like,
Sorry, what?
right? Hello, stranger. I was about to say something. And I was like, no, guys, you can't be letting a child wild out like that
I saw
in a place of
someone's kid
business.
do that at Osman's because its mother was purchasing some fucking toy for it, and because this child was no longer holding said toy, it started screaming.
Oh, so I can pay for it, but I'm screaming
Yes.
before it goes through the scanner.
Now it's gone through the scanner. This kid in said Charlie hasn't gone through to the other side.
So
now
it's
it's
screaming
Just,
bloody murder. I feel like I lost boundaries when I said I 99.
you did.
I
you
broke
involved-
protocol.
You did, but you didn't. You actually put up a boundary where you're like, "Fuck, get your
Stop
fucking
with the
kid."
screaming child,
like,
right?
handle the situation.
Because also, I was just saying, I've been having a lot of kid drama these days. And I
you
remember
don't have
saying,
any?
oh, I hate that we don't live in a time where you can just smack random strangers' kids for being belligerent in public. I feel like people used to do that back in the day. Yay! Touch your finger near a stranger. And it's just like, and it's acceptable. Now, you can't do that.
Were you screamed at by a stranger?
Oh no, I was a well-behaved child. My mom would
Oh,
beat
I was like,
me.
what?
Woo! Mandlovu, she would beat us all for one kid acting out of line. Nonke about 4. You die once, you die all.
Because you didn't cause that one.
And kuzana ngithi. Fanele nikhuza. Speak amongst yourself. My mom would perform in public. Never. We would all die.
Okay, now I was just confirming.
Yeah, but I've seen my mom back in the day. She used to shout at people's kids for being like, "Ay titties." It was perfectly fine, and the stranger would say, "Thank you." Oh yes, ma, bengikhathele nje. Hile ngane, and mom's like, "There, I got you. There." I was like, okay, that was screaming at strangers' kids. I didn't. And then there was the story where a kid ran into the road. See, these are all, yes, you should have boundaries with the strangers' kids, but back in the day, those boundaries did not exist. So, kid runs into the road, dad driving, break. He kind of love taps the child. But everything is traumatic now because
Yes.
I could have legit killed this
this
child.
Yes, naturally.
Nangu girl with its child's mother busy cholaring there or cholaring wada
Or whatever
both of
she's
them.
doing.
Kid walking on the road, playing all willy-nilly. Did this man not get out his car, check on the kid, whip out a belt, and beat the girl?
As one does.
Belted her in public.
As
The guy ran away. He was a bit smart because he was catching hands too. He was definitely catching hands. The assumption was, you're the child's mother. Let me handle up on
or
you.
even if you're not the child's mother, you're the child's
You're the child's guardian. Yo, I was just like, Dad, what? My dad came home. Hey, has Sengishaya ingane ngayo. I'm like, what? And he tells the story. And everyone's like, And because there's always ladies on the street selling amakwing or whatever. They're like, hey, I'm shy. I'm fondis. Because you're just like, and it's not I'm abusing you. Try and get banned. Wingane.
But to be fair, my sister's actually slapped a woman at Prince Machine. She was driving out of the hospital and this girl's walking with her little kid who can't be more than like 5.
Yeah.
And this little girl, her mom's walking closer to the safety and this child's
is
where the
walking.
cars are passing.
That is, how are you
And then
letting
the
the
kid
child walk
almost
there?
ran into the road and my sister almost hit this child. Hopped out of the car and slapped this girl and was like, take better care of your kid because what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. That could get you arrested in 2019 now. But
Now I've killed your child.
or
Now it's
badly
mob
injured a
justice.
child. Yeah.
Because of
'Cause it's
your
my fault.
stupidity.
Yeah. And the trauma that you have to live with for the rest of your
Mate,
life.
A kid.
Exactly.
I've almost knocked a kid over driving back home
That
from
shit is
Pavilion.
Scary.
Lapo Espine Road. And this kid ran into the road and ran back.
Oh.
And I had a panic attack same time. Because I was just like, I'm going to kill somebody.
Especially a kid. That's a
bro.
lot. Yeah, that's a lot to handle. Because you can say, oh, you're a dumb adult, but also I feel bad because I injured or killed you. But a child. Look, you are a dumb adult if you're running in the middle of the freeway. When's that?
You're high off drugs. People do different drugs.
Okay, you chose to take the drugs that made you go on the freeway. You're still a dumb adult. A child is a child is a child. You can be angry, but you're a child. Which most things are done innocently or ignorantly. Mawusumdala mfethu. Stingikhumula ibhande sikushaye.
No, you need to
Sibe
catch
allowed. Uthi uyangibopha namaphoyisa khumula ibhande akushaye. Ngoba now you're wasting everybody's time. Comment, I don't know. I feel like being hit by a belt in a discipline angek abuse.
You know, like,
I don't know. I just feel that way.
a belt is so painful, guys. It takes you back to being a child, literally, where you were told to go choose
the
weapon
belt.
of discipline.
That was mental warfare. Our parents, it's psychological warfare. Oh, our parents, they had zero boundaries.
We were abused, and people kept saying that, like, I'm being extra, but we were abused.
Yeah. Beaten within an inch of your life. Yeah. I'm injured.
No, stop crying. Now you're being noisy.
Ukhalelani, you beat me 5 seconds ago.
You're being noisy. Stop.
Tola. No. I can't. I'm hurting.
The tripper know I have a skip like
Maungakhali. Oh, usukholile umdala ukhali. Yeah, but you told me to ngithule. Guys, competing with your parents' crazy string of beating was again psychological warfare.
Depending on the mood
No.
that day.
I feel like our parents needed way more boundaries. Just
What's that? In
like you
whose
can't
house?
do that.
In whose house, ma'am?
Just
In the house they were paying bills for.
Just humble your kiss. Just. Dude, our parents, no, there were no boundaries. Dude, Big Biza, and you're in the bedroom, and they're sitting there, and the remote is by the TV.
No, my mother didn't do that.
Oh no! Listen, Janelle, ma, what was that? Okay, she wants something. Beep beep beep. Oh, Tatsela Nancy remote.
No.
What?
No.
Remote awuzwa yini? Okay, but like, no. Ungimezele remote la. Keep me. I'm doing homework, fam.
Yeah, you're my personal slave. I was.
Awuzongilandela remote. Oh, guys, no, this is not okay, right?
Did you not know what your
this is
job
not
title
okay.
was?
It's not.
It is slave.
Or sitting in the bedroom. Dad comes home. Look, I've cooked. We've done everything. Do. Comes home. Hey, how? Ulambile uzodla, yalifuna iti. Dineo. Whoa, fam. Fam,
Yes, your
fam,
services have
fam,
been offered.
fam. This is your husband, okay? I'm doing some homework. You can see me in the study homeworking away.
No, it's your job title.
Phake ndoda yakho, mfethu. Like, can there be a I'm doing schoolwork boundary?
It is
No.
your job
No. I gave birth to you. I want to say, lo ink osebenzisayo wepen, imina lo. I want the homework to yayenza, imina lo. So there are no boundaries. I owned you, slave. I owned you. Also, I created you from
I
nothing.
made you, I can take you out.
And my mom loves the ngangaklinya. Because then you're a murderer. What logic is this? Ganganklinya. And you're like, what part of the
Mom
game
actually
is this?
say that.
Listen, my mom says that. And you're like, what part of the game is this, fam?
You could it.
Like, you're like, huh? And all the time, every time she says it, it's very surprising. The kids you planned for and wanted
Are you sure?
and spaced perfectly 2 years apart. You had an option to
Yes.
clean me at birth. So, I'm just like, I feel like the escalation doesn't match. We're talking about a cup of tea. Now you're talking about ending my life.
And now you're asking questions. How dare you? Child.
And you're like,
Slave.
you know what? Let me stop Pythagoras' theorem right now. Because she could kill me. And sometimes it's like, yes. You're like,
What?
no, why are you taking me back to an embryo? I'm here, I'm cooked. I'm fully cooked. You've made money on me as well. Why would you? No. But yeah, boundaries are a zero. And there's the whole I'm wasting your time that parents do. Okay, no, we have to be somewhere at 11. Okay, we're all getting ready. Whoop whoop. 10:30. Let's go. Hey, lindani emotweni.
Your mom does that?
Usagqoka i-night dress, fam. No, sekuyaphuma. At what time, fam? Because we're late now. And then they use the, hey, umuntu uthi umenzele ifavor.
What?
Mese no, we agreed ukuthi ngo-11. But we all knew 11. Umuntu uthi umenzele ifavor. And you're like,
1 + 1 =
11. Which is not the time you're leaving the house. So at home, now, sekwaba a habit. Even if we're all going to the same place, we don't take the same cars. Ever. Because soqabana ekuseni. Or soqabana when we have to leave. My dad loves being early. Uzohamba kuqala.
So do you.
I have to be early. So ngizobashiya abantu. Whomever's rolling the dice with mom is rolling the dice with mom. Usually my sister, because she's bad at time as well. But if y'all leaving with me, I will leave you. That is my boundary. I will not be late.
It actually depends on what it is for me.
I
Like,
won't be.
there's certain things where I'm like, I'll be on time for, or I'm early for, or whatever. And there's some things where I'm like, I can miss the first 30 minutes of being there.
Yeah, but say that. Like, don't say, I'll be there at 11. And then if you can't make it 11,
I
you
don't
say
do that. Like, unless I know that other person's going to be with more than themselves.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking
Okay, if we're all, let's meet at Times
Yeah,
Square. Then,
yeah.
okay, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll arrive as we arrive.
Yeah.
But
But I mean, like, if me and you are supposed to do lunch at 1, and then at 1:45, by 12:30, if I haven't said anything to you,
yeah,
it's fucky of
then
me.
it's very, no, manektiwe. Vele mngcwabo ayiqali on time. That's not the point. The point is we have to
But
be
they don't.
somewhere at a certain time.
I understand
And
that,
we
though.
agreed. Then agree ukuthi sohamba ngo-12. Ungathi sohamba ngo-11. Sengigqokile mina sengishitshile
No,
sengivuke
but like I
early.
understand that though.
Sengiredi.
I'll
But
get there when I get
sengiredi.
there. Like a wedding, I'll be on time for. A funeral, there's no rush. I'll get there when I
I
get
feel
there.
like there's
it
more of a
sounds
rush
very
at a
fucky, but
funeral
like,
because it's a bye. And if you miss
For
the
sure, for
opportunity
sure.
to say bye, it's gone.
where I'll find you at the
Look, fika
graveyard.
reception emshadweni. And we can have
I can come
lunches.
to the graveyard. I don't have to see you in church. I don't have to see you at home.
But like, I did make an example with the funeral. It's the first thing that came to my mind. But even if it's not, like, it's just like respect my time. So
For
that's my
sure.
boundaries. I
Like,
will.
It also depends on the person because, like, I know certain people are very specific about their time. Don't fuck with my time because then we have a personal problem. Then there are other people where, oh shit, it's a respect
Yeah,
thing.
me,
My
I will
bad.
specifically pay for your fuel so that we're not driving. So that is very saucy. The sin. G. G. So, oh, guys, yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, Nushi. And you're the nice one.
I am.
You're not.
I'm just not patient.
Nah.
I'm very nice. I'm just selfish.
Okay.
I can be nice and I can be selfish.
Can we repeat that for all the viewers at the back?
I'm great. I'm just selfish.
Speak
Oh my
louder
God, I
into
need
the
to stop
mic.
drinking wine.
Louder into the mic.
Ankulum. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Don't talk to me. I'm humble.
Casper
Just
humble.
see how humble I am. Look at all this humble.
Casper
You see
humble,
this?
right?
Now you want to put people's names. I just said I'm humble.
I.
Yourself,
It's
Nushi
not a.
B.
It's an open siyazi song.
Nushi B.
Nushi B. I was but yeah, you do set boundaries with
You have
family.
to.
Me, I said.
Not just with
Ziphuma
family, just in
zonke
life,
iy'moto
bro.
egcekeni. Everybody travels with their own car, so no one's.
Let's not waste each
Nje.
other's time.
We're not wasting anyone's time.
You know what? You guys are wasting the atmosphere. Your family has a large carbon footprint.
Why is the mic so close to your mouth? Like you sound blurry.
Look, I'd rather a large carbon footprint than being in jail for
Wait, for
murdering my
an
mother.
environmentalist, that is very ironic.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is. That's the one thing.
I'm not saying what does that skin.
That's they even
Wow.
yeah. But I drive
not
a
there
very
yet in
fuel
life.
economical car.
Wait for us.
But look, guys, Mother Earth, forgive because
I mean,
I'm not
we're buying
prepared to
eco
murder my
cars
mother.
now.
Yeah, I'm not prepared to murder her over time. I am, however, prepared to pay twice the petrol bill so that I'm not mad.
We don't go to jail, bro.
Yeah, and I don't go to jail. I don't want to go to jail.
It's not nice there.
I don't think I can survive in jail.
I don't think
I
so.
want that 3x3 cell.
What 3x3?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's
Do you
3
know what's
meter
in
by
jail?
3 meter.
You know what's in jail?
Do you know what's in jail?
Boundaries.
That I was about to say that is a boundary I'm not prepared to have. That is
Die.
3x3.
Please
9
die.
meters square is not a
All day,
boundary I'm
every
prepared
day.
to have.
Like, I've actually been watching a lot of these prison shows, right?
Yes,
This man is so proud.
he's very proud of himself.
I've been watching a lot of these prison shows, and one of the things on Netflix is World's Worst Prisons. And you'll find people
Hey,
Wow.
got 35
in a little dorm.
Yeah.
And you're just like, so people sleep on mattresses on the floor. Some don't have a mattress.
They
Some just sleep
sitting in
9-9
the
on the
corner.
floor.
Yeah.
And then as punishment now, the hole or whatever. Now, which country was it? I don't know. But it
Probably
was one of
Brazil.
those Latina, no, it wasn't Brazil. But one of those South American countries. And the punishment is lama bed without those bunk beds, the metal ones, with no mattress. You just sleep 9-9 on the metal. And you're in this room, was it 23 hours a day?
You only
And
get
it's
1
pitch
hour
dark.
outside?
And my whole thing is just that
That's
I
not
feel like being in jail is
rehabilitation.
punishment enough. But you should be
Yeah, rehabilitated.
people so that they can
They
become
don't-
they can come back out and actually be better people in society.
Learn the lesson, but not break them.
Yes.
Say, whew, I don't want to go back there again. Not,
But
life sucks. Let's go kill some more people.
and
Or
that's
whatever
like a
they
lot
did.
of what's been happening in these jails where you just like, I understand I fucked up.
Yeah.
I understand I did some fucking shit. But teach me to be a better person instead of just being like, you are bad because you are bad. This is how I will keep showing you.
Except if you're a
bad.
pedophile, then you deserve it.
Yeah. Take off the balls. Take the whole penis. Take everything. Put him on a catheter. Your word came in handy.
Yes, it did. In a catheter.
I knew it would come in handy today.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, I can't with you guys, really. Anymore. Divining rod. Yes, I remembered it. I was about to Google it.
mate.
I'm like, it's a divining rod. I remember it. I remembered it.
Did we not chat about this like 32?
I
an
know, but
hour
it's been
ago?
gnawing at me, like in the back of my head, going.
I hate those moments. That happens to me, and then in the middle of the night, I'm like,
And then you remember it in a dream or in a dreamy
No.
state.
I just can't sleep. And then I remember,
Oh, wow.
my brain's stupid.
All right, Peps. Are we done with all these boundary talks?
How do we break generational curses? We being better.
Breaking generation.
But it goes back to what I said in the beginning.
Yeah.
If you know better, you do better.
If you know better, you do better.
If you know better, you see better.
And look, I feel like we've now put comedy into it, and we made it. Okay, this is what my parents used to do, and it's really fucked up. It's hilarious that I think about it now as an adult. And okay, I'm not gonna do that to my kids because I can remember just how fucky it was when it happened to me. So yeah, you know
When what
better.
happened?
You do all these weird things that our parents did to us, breaking the generation. That's what I'm saying. We're adding comedy to it now.
But isn't that what we do as black people?
Yeah. But it helps process, and it helps, you know what, this is some dumb shit, stop doing it.
But like we said, if you know better, you do better. It just may help.
Yeah, break
one of those
generational curses, earn more than your man, hire a auntie so no one has to clean.
50-50, no?
Yeah, 50-50. Let's outsource the labor so we're happy.
Oh my God, I was going to make another inappropriate joke.
If we're outsourcing labor, right? Clean up namhlanje. Let's pull resources and spend it on aunties of clean. Then everyone's happy. No man figure just relaxile. Then I'm not too tired for other things.
For job number 3.
Job number 3, famo. Talks about job number 2.
But is it a job though?
It's a job when
Actually,
you
I need to
tired.
stop.
It's a job when you're exhausted and you just no. Gazelle. Choppy smash.
I need to go to my house today. We can't do this.
Yeah, I think we're going to wrap this up now, Nushi.
We do need to.
Yes.
It's important. How long have we been going, producer? Slave.
All right, yeah.
Oh, we're doing actually very good.
No,
Look at us.
it's a good time to wrap it up. So, breaking generational curses, boundaries. Saying no is not a negative.
But saying no isn't easy for everyone, though.
It's not at all. But take out maybe justify it to yourself first by taking it out as a negativity and as a no, angithandi or I can't or whatever.
Sure, like it's easy in theory, but like, what about people who have been conditioned in a certain way where it was always find approval from your parents, find approval from whatever, you know? and they've carried that into their adult lives. Saying no isn't always easy for them towards their family. Not necessarily to other people. in
Well,
their lives,
then
but
learn
towards
to
their
say
family.
no, to
It's not
assist
easy
you
for
in
everybody,
break.
man.
No one's saying it's easy,
For
but
sure.
you can learn to assist you to breaking certain
And learning and
generational
learning.
curses and behaviors. It's okay to don't be rude.
Oh, you can be rude. Being rude
No, no,
makes
but
it
like
easier.
don't come for the
Then no one will
jugular
ask you
out the
again.
gate. But you can address things and say, actually no. Angwazi, angthandi, ngeke,
Angifuni?
angthandi. Is that?
Oh, is that the polite version of angifuni?
Ukuhloniphisa, sikubiza ngokuhloniphisa kwesiZulu, angithandi. Hayi
Why
angifuni.
have you not been teaching me these?
Uyaphosisa instead of
Lamanga.
unamanga.
I know that one. I know that one.
There's
That's the one I know.
there's that. Yeah.
Give me more examples. I need to learn how to...
Udagiwe uqhuba imbuzi. That's hilarious.
What does that mean? I know it's something about
Yeah,
a
but-
cow.
No, it's a goat imbuzi. It's like you're
Imbuzi is a goat.
ulusimbu, so you're following, you're walking a goat. You just because you're staggering. Okay, you're probably following a goat. Idioms are so funny.
I still
This
don't
is
know why you haven't taught me how to be Zulu polite.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, no, for sure.
No, I will. I
I'm
will.
trying to
Actually,
broaden that
I will.
vocabulary.
I'll definitely. But yeah, Nushi B.
Dineo, Mokobong.
It's been real, babes.
Isn't it every time?
I like being surprised sometimes. It's been real. Just,
Why?
I don't know, because the real ones know. I don't know. Just
What?
throwing words out there
Ma'am,
now.
ma'am, are you trying to be hip?
I'm not.
We're not cool kids.
That sucks.
We're not spring chickens. I'm not saying our era is finished.
Yeah. It's almost spring.
Spring.
It's no longer our era.
Guys, it's my birthday. Next month. 25 September. It's my birthday.
Okay, it's
should
Nushi's
have seen my
birthday.
face. I was so
on
excited.
25 September.
Yes.
For
I like
everyone who
gifts.
could not interpret what she said.
I like gifts. I also like cupcakes. But I like money more. But I like gifts.
I like money too. Yeah.
No, we'll have this conversation. No, I thought of a different conversation because it like kind of linked up with the conversation. We'll have it just now. Bye, guys. It's been great. I'm Nushi B.
I'm Dineo Mkobong,
And this has been Wineo'clock.
and you can catch us on www.radiodr.co.za.
Also, I forgot. I was on another show the other day. It's called No Filter. Catch it out. Also on radiodr.co.za with Hala and T.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Okay, sure. RadioDR.co.za.
Okay. Hey, guys. I'm Nushi B.
And I'm Dineo Mkobong
And this is Wineo'clock.
on www.radiodr.co.za.
Woo.